Hello everyone, this is Alex from Swoosh English, and today I'm going to tell you 3 reasons as to why previous OET passing nurses decided to go ahead with this examination instead of the IELTS examination. So remember, now you have the opportunity to decide the OET exam or the IELTS exam when you want to pass an English proficiency examination in order to qualify as an NMC registered nurse in the UK. So there have been many nurses since the decision who've taken this exam, and the 3 reasons, I'll start with the first one. The first one is that these nurses were more familiar with the content. This was vocabulary, this was language that they were using every single day in their role as a nurse in their native country. So they decided, okay, this is language I'm using. I'm more confident. I'm more familiar with this style of vocabulary, of language, etc. I understand the context of the situation I'm dealing with. So I would like to pursue this examination instead of the IELTS exam. And I just touched upon in the first reason for the second reason, and that is confidence. Confidence is huge when you're taking an examination, and if you're a nurse who's taken IELTS and you've never really been academically minded, or you never really, maybe you weren't amazing at school when it came to A grades, A stars, and being the top achiever in your class, etc. To be then asked to do that kind of exam is very challenging for some nurses, and maybe their confidence levels dip and decrease. So the confidence is huge, because if you can go into an examination like the OET exam and know that you have that grounding, you have that knowledge already that you're able to take into this kind of exam, your chest puffs out. You can feel the confidence throughout your whole body and in your mind as well, which is obviously the most important thing. So confidence levels, not just confidence through the preparations, maybe throughout the whole period that you're preparing for this exam, but on the exam day, many people can really close down and have closed body language. So you really want to have that open body language, and when you can walk in there with huge confidence on the exam day, you don't have the stress and anxiety of being nervous as to whether you're going to pass or not. You just have so much more assurance in what you're doing. And then the last reason is motivation. Motivation, because this is an exam that these 3 reasons, they really they blend in with each other. The motivation levels, when you have done a 12-hour shift in, if you're in a Filipino hospital, or you're in an Indian hospital, or you're in the Middle East, or wherever you are around the world, motivation levels, you've done a 12-hour shift, you're tired, but this goes back to the reasons why you became a nurse in the first place. You had that interest already. Maybe you were really interested in biology at school, or you had an amazing nurse who helped you when you were a child, when you were a patient. Maybe you had a sickness when you were a child, and there was a really caring nurse, and you thought, that's who I want to be when I'm older. You use this nurse as a role model, etc. So having that kind of motivation, which leads on to an examination that's very specific to what you do day in, day out. It's part of your passion, it's part of your interest. It makes you want to sit down, it makes you want to concentrate more on the preparations, preparing for all 4 sections of the examination, learning about how to look after patients in an English context, in an English language context. It really just adds that focus and adds that concentration, and that's what you really need to get a grade B in all 4 areas of this examination. So this is what we've heard from previous passing nurses. This is information I also received on Monday when I went to the official OET information session here in London, and this is the feedback that we received also as participants of this session. So if you want to ask any questions about what I've mentioned today, if you agree, say yes in the comment section. Let me know the reasons why. Which one is the big reason that you think you will choose this OET exam? Give us all of your comments below. If you want to receive more help, more support free video lessons, then go to swooshenglish.com/OET. We've got lots of materials in there that we will be sending out to you. We've got OET writing, reading and speaking video lessons that we want to give for free to all the nurses who register there. So if you have any questions, have any comments about the video today, and do you have these kinds of reasons as well as to why you want to pursue this exam, make sure you put it in the comments section, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. We've got a few people watching, Juliet, Hoang, many people, so Juliet, etc. Nacy's one of our current students. Good to see you, Nacy. If you have questions, put them in there, and have a good rest of your day.